It is time for the Drew Yarï Show. Drew Yarï.
All right, guys, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is 8:05 p.m. Central Time. Welcome back to the show. Wednesday at Yarï, as I like to coin the term. I'm going to coin that term, by the way. Let's welcome back to the show, RJ.
Hello.
Hello.
It feels good. It feels good to be here on a nice Wednesday evening after a long day's sleep.
Yeah, lucky you.
Good Lord.
Jesus, like I don't know. I miss being on vacation when I had those 11 days off. I got so used to just being able to sleep in until like 12 or 1. Now I'm just like I'm going back to work. I'm still trying to readjust, and it's just like I need another vacation for my vacation.
Because one just isn't enough.
One just isn't enough. I don't know. I should have asked for longer days. I should have just asked for like a whole 2 weeks instead of like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'll have to plan for that next year. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
Yes, you are. I am.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being quite generous.
You're welcome, young sir. Yeah, today's kind of a bled day. I mean, like I mentioned, as far as like wrestling goes, like it's not really a lot of.
Hold on, time out. So we're not gonna verbally talk about what happened last night, are we?
We're talking about NXT?
The bots from hell?
The bots from hell. Oh, by the way, Sean just messaged me back. So he said he can make a questions tab, so we got that to look forward to. Yeah, I guess we can talk about it. So the main event of NXT last night was Roxanne Perez, one half of the tag champions, along with her and Cora Jade versus Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship. The match ended with Cora turning on Roxanne. And there was a bit in the match where, like every other heel turn, you just start beating the fuck out of your former partner or best friend or whoever the fuck. And Cora gets her skateboard. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the skateboard was gigged to go off at a certain time, or maybe Cora just sucks, or probably both. But as she's going for the skateboard shot and she's bringing down the skateboard, the top of it just flies off. And it's just like, I even put on Twitter, I'm like, this girl even sucks at turning heel. Like, is there anything this bitch is good at? And maybe I'm too hard on her. I don't know. Maybe. But she just sucks. Like, she's really not good at anything. And I know. I can already hear RJ, but Drew, it's NXT. It's developmental. And I'll just be like, but RJ, she sucks.
The thing about it is, when she was a heel doing the whole I'm a mystic goth bitch thing she was doing in AEW of all places and then on the indies, she wasn't that's insufferable.
Right.
I think going back heel, and if y'all remember, she was with Gigi Dolan in the originally. So I don't know, maybe a toxic attraction type. Maybe she joins them or something. I don't know, but good Lord. A heel turn is the way they needed to go. I mean, they got Roxanne, who's going to be the big baby face. You look at her, nobody wants to possibly boo that. Especially with, like, Nikita Lyons falling out of flavor with people. I
mean, did she, though?
Yes, she has. I'm in all these group chats with all these wrestling fans, and the jokes have not calmed down whatsoever. In fact, they're getting worse. Let me introduce you to Nikita Lyons, a.k.a. Maga the Stallion. Yeah. Yeah, it's not calming down. So,
I don't know, just...
Roxanne, and I'm in a group chat with a lot of, like, people that's, like, younger, like, that's, like, 18 and stuff like that are really big wrestling fans. And so, yeah. they're all flocking to Roxanne, man. So...
And I like Roxanne. I mean, because she's a Texas girl, so I support my Texans, my fellow Texans, and
that's just racist.
I know I'm a racist. Didn't you get the memo? I am a racist. I'm a basic bitch and a racist. I'm a basic racist, bitch.
Oh God.
Oof. Jesus. Oof.
He did it.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, just I look at Roxanne. It's like her and Cora are the same age, and Roxanne's like 1,000 times better.
Well, Roxanne was smart enough to go train with Booker T. I don't know who Cora Jade, Elena Black, whatever. I don't know who she got trained by, but Roxanne got trained by fucking Booker T. I mean, if Booker T can't teach you about the wrestling business, then something's wrong.
Shucky ducky, quack quack.
Yeah, something is fucking wrong, man.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
Who did this bitch get trained by? She got trained by cheerleader Melissa.
Oh wow, she should get her money back, huh? Cheerleader Melissa sold her a bag of just not good.
I think that's a favorite of Mish. Mish talk about that a lot. Or talk about her a lot.
Cheerleader Melissa is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Well, was one of the best wrestlers. I don't think she's active anymore. How the fuck did she come up with this disaster? Wait a minute. And her boyfriend's Blake Christian, too? I keep on forgetting about that.
Yep.
How the fuck? And that dude's good. I mean, he's bland as hell as far as, like, personality, charisma goes, but he is a good little high flyer, and, he's a good little wrestler.
Right, but it's like, how many times have you heard this? Oh, their spouse is really good. Like, their spouse is really good in the ring, but the other person sucks.
Yeah.
Like, Roderick Strong.
Oh, God. Oof.
Fucking Bryan Danielson.
Jesus Christ. Do the flip.
Who else? There's a lot. There's a lot out there that have, Charlie Haas. Well, ex-spouse.
Well, Jackie Gator wasn't meant for the ring. Come on.
She still was bad. She's the reason why Daphne couldn't get fucking hired. But
draw him better next time. Like Ivan Vanko said in Iron Man 2. Draw him better next time. They should have drew a better opponent for Daphne.
I want my bird. I want my
bird. Any kind of bird you want. No, I want my bird. No, I want my bird.
Like, I don't know if you understand this, but I don't speak Russian.
Whoever the hell that is. Oh God.
Daphne would eat all these bitches. Yeah, she would probably.
But here's the thing. Cora Jade, if this doesn't work out, Drew, she's got one foot in, Arcade Productions. And I don't need to tell anybody what that is.
It's not RKO Productions, just RK. Figure it out.
Figure it out. Shit. Internet's out there.
What does our mind always go to porn?
I don't know. She was like one of those girls that just, I don't know. You can just picture her looking up at the grown adult man. Hi!
Hi, Mr. Gunn. Is Melissa home? No, but you can come inside while he's wearing a towel.
There he goes. He's right the next script, people.
Oh, Mr.
Gunn is moved. He's moved on from Julia Hart.
Mr. Gunn, your towel came off. Wow, 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 wow.
Come on.
Oh, not for nothing, but Julia Hart kind of got like really hot ever since she joined House of Blanc.
I don't know, man. It's something about these girls when they turn heel. That's when they're at their most sexiest. I'm not gonna lie. Don't know what it is, but god damn, man.
You look at Shotzi. I mean, she got instantly hotter when she became heel.
Yeah, but not much changes either. Like, it's crazy. I don't know.
Max Hardcore. Come on, Goof.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to see her embarrassed. Never mind. But all right. So news. I have a bunch of news articles open from eWrestling News. So I guess I'll just pull up the first one. WWE NIL signee accused of sexual assault dismissed from OSU wrestling team. Let's see, who the hell is this? A member of WWE's Next in Line program has been dismissed from his wrestling team in Oklahoma, OSU, amid an investigation into sexual assault. The O'Colly reports that AJ Ferrari was released from the school's wrestling team on Monday. Ferrari was announced as part of the initial WWE Next in Line class of December of last year. The dismissal from the wrestling team comes after Ferrari was accused of sexual assault. The Stillwater Police Department announced on Wednesday that they're investigating a report made on July 2nd around 4 p.m. and that the case is still under investigation. On July 5th, a Stillwater woman filed a protective order against Ferrari, and the decision was made for the protective order against Ferrari was filed, though it's not clear if it was made before or after the accusation against Ferrari. I don't know who that is, but he's obviously gone.
Yeah, if they got rid of, old dude there, what's his name? Mr. Stacks there for, was it Stacks or Two Dimes?
I think his name was Two Dimes.
They both look like models, so, GQ number 1, they got rid of that kid for whatever, then this guy's gone. If they got rid of Nash Carter over, the Hitler picture, then this kid's gone.
Which was fucking stupid, by the way. I mean, it's just like, even MJF even talked about it. MJF said, I've roomed with the guy. He's not a racist at all. He doesn't have a racist bone in his body.
No, of course not. With his 2 best friends being black, how could he? No, actually, his 3 best friends being black. How could he?
I mean, like, this
man, he's friends with Trey Miguel, Desmond Xavier / Wesley, and he's fucking friends with Myron Reed. Like, don't you think he would have got busted a long time ago if this guy was racist? Come on.
I mean, was it a stupid?
You can't be that good of a pocketed racist. I'm sorry. Like, you're gonna get exposed being around those 3 guys somehow or another.
Yeah, it's just like
if you really are racist.
I mean, I guess glass half full. I mean, you look at what's his name in
I'm thinking
NXT. Like he's doing pretty.
He's gonna be back. He's got to be back.
I mean, I hope he does. I hope he does, because that team was money. But, on the glass half full, I forget his name, the other guy. What's his name? Tell me his name, I forgot.
Who? His partner?
Yeah.
Wesley?
Yeah, Wesley looks like he's doing pretty good. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable as a singles. So...
he should be. That's not his first rodeo as a singles. It's not like he's never teamed with the guy, or he's never been without the guy. Like, he's been a singles wrestler in Impact and in other places. So I think that was just for storyline purposes. Yeah, he was upset that his partner got fired, but as far as him being timid about being a singles wrestler, I think that was strictly storyline.
Right. I mean, he looks like he's doing pretty well, but I hope Nash comes back. Yeah. I think they'll bring him back eventually. They're just going to wait.
Probably sometime next year or something.
Yeah, I mean, again, that was a good team. I don't know. I'm still under the belief of just like, I think it's stupid to fire people over old tweets. It's like, if you know in your heart of hearts that this person isn't really that way, then you know damn well you should not fire them. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's a publicly traded company, but still, it's fucking stupid. Me and Jeff did a show for our Patreon show, and we did like a special Patreon preview on here last night, where we brought out the Vince thing.
Right.
Which I don't know if you and me talked about both issues. Like, I know you and me talked about the affairs he was having, but I don't know if you and me brought up the allegations that he was paying hush money. I think we did.
We did.
So, I mean, and Jeff just brought up that, you know, Vince doesn't think like most people, whereas any other CEO would just step down to kind of, you know, take all the heat away from him and like not give the company a black eye. But for Vince, I think Vince is just like, fuck it. Like, there's even like, you know, talks about Vince being backstage at SmackDown. He's just like, da da la 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 tra la la la. He's just like,
Not.
You know, hey guys, how you doing? You know, I mean, if go ahead.
Even if you're on the edge, you can't show it. Vince is playing the game. Well, I mean, I'm not. Once again, people, I don't want this to get confused of me condoning anything he's done. But once again, you can't show, you know, how you really feel inside. Sometimes you gotta mask the emotion, even if you're fucking shook. But Vince, you know, he's la-di-di-da.
Can you imagine Vince being in sensitivity training?
Fuck is that?
Wait, so
going to 19. How old is Vince? Vince is like what, 75 years old or something like that.
I know he's 20 years old than Shawn Michaels. So I'm trying to think, how fucking old is Vince? I think he's, what the fuck? I think he's 78.
My God.
What? So you're saying? So you're saying you can't tell your secretary they have nice tits?
Look at the rack on the pal.
You can just see Michael Hayes like in the back asleep, like
the fucking fanny pack.
Whoa! What the hell is this?
Who told that black guy to go to that ring?
Jesus Christ!
Get your ass back here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When those Vince's whole team's got to go if it ever has to come to that. Like Hayes, all those guys have got to go. Kevin Dunn, yeah.
Bye bye.
It's gonna be a trickling effect. Those guys have got to go.
I can just imagine Jim Cornette's show when that happens.
Oh, Kevin fucking Dunn, Bucky Beaver Teeth.
You Bucky Beaver motherfucker. and John Laurinaitis is all but gone.
Yeah. John Laurinaitis is gone. He's taking a heat.
It's like, it was already a bad idea to bring him back in the first place. I mean, I get it because Vince wanted people he was more comfortable with and also weren't afraid to tell him no. Like, hence, Bruce Pritchard. Kevin Dunn's always been there, but like, you get it. Like,
yes, his guys, yes, man.
You know,
people power.
People power. Hey, Vince, are you done with that secretary? I think I might want her in a bit.
I need a round of two, cause Lord knows Kathy's not giving me enough at home.
Yeah, and she has cancer.
Oh shit! Good Lord.
That was a true thing. Like, she had cancer.
Yeah, I know.
and he was fucking the Bell. He was cheating on the Bell twins' mom.
While she was going through a difficult phase in her life. Jesus Christ. John Laurinaitis.
XX is saying, I think they should put Cornette in charge of WWE, so we would know that everyone who gets a push at least had to go through the gauntlet of his wife.
Oh God. Ooh.
I was reading that and going, I don't think Cornette would ever come back, but then I saw the last part, I'm like, okay. Oh man.
Fuck her good.
Right before you climax, say Outlaw Mud Show.
Wesley, if you want to push in NXT, if you want to push in this goddamn program, you better hit a shooting star press into my wife's pussy.
I heard there was a story where where they were at a diner with Kevin Nash, Cornette, and Cornette and his wife. And his wife, I think, wanted to blow Kevin Nash in the restaurant.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I can just imagine Kevin Nash going, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know, like Kevin Nash's speed.
Kevin Nash has a new podcast, by the way, with Sean Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called Click This. It's actually pretty good because I like Kevin Nash personally. I think he's a good talker, and he's charming. He's funny. He's a good storyteller. So,
when he's not drunk.
When he's not drunk.
I saw that shoot interview him and Sean Waltman. That was kind of painful to get through a little bit when they were drunk. I guess at his house.
Yeah,
that's pretty painful.
Yeah, interviews where wrestlers are kind of fucked up or not as fun to watch as you think they are. Like, there was one with that Paul London and Kendrick did back in I think like 2010.
Yeah, after they got released.
Where they were just high.
Got released.
Where they were just high as fuck, and Paul London had talked about it on Randy Dupree's podcast, where he mentioned, it was kind of a dumb interview because the guy only literally bought like one joint and promised us a lot of weed and beer, and it's still kind of a funny interview because he even refers to Dave Lagana as Dave Lasagna. Like, I don't even know why I thought that was funny. And I don't know.
It's funny.
It's funny, goddammit. It's still funny to me, goddammit. Didn't London say more strange things than Kendrick in that? I think they both did because like I said, they're both high. Like, yeah. Okay. Other news topics. You and me brought this up. Santana and Ortiz are not on good terms, reportedly. Let's see. During the latest edition of Keeping It 100 podcast, Conan revealed that AEW stars Santana and Ortiz are not on good terms these days. He just said straight up they're not on good terms. Back in April,
elaborate why.
Santana sent out a tweet that simply said 126 days. If his contract were set to expire from the day that tweet was sent out, he would become a free agent on September the 1st. And then he also had a follow-up on June 27th where he said soon. You and me talked a little bit about this, but we didn't really get to say too much. But yeah, that's a bummer because I think you and me always agreed that, we were big fans of Santana and Ortiz. Like, we thought... Oh,
yeah. I mean, for similar reasons to why you like, the Texas people and stuff like that. Those are New York boys. And, some of my friends from the Bronx know those guys very, on a nice little personal level, too. And from what I understand and stuff like that is, those two guys, what you see on TV is what you really get with those guys in real life. Santana is usually all about his business, and Ortiz is usually the happy-go-lucky guy, but he can also get that way, too. With that being said, I've heard that this is all stemming from Santana pursuing more of a singles, more of a singles route in wrestling. I don't know if you noticed, but he's been wrestling a whole lot of indies lately, especially more so in the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Right around the time that they were doing the whole split from the Inner Circle storyline. So they've been doing a lot of, he's been doing a lot of single stuff. And so their issues are kind of, stemming from that. But, obviously there's more to it outside of just that too. So what that is, I have no idea, but that's what I've been told is that the issues have been stemming from that. Because it's like, Santana's trying to leave the team, and he's trying to do this, that, and the other. He's ready to leave AEW, which I don't blame him for, by the way, because those guys should have been how many time champions, by the way? They should have been like at least like the 1 or 2 time champion at least. I mean, my God, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus got the belts before Santana and Ortiz. Are you kidding me?
It's just fucking nuts because like these guys like on paper should have been like this like top 3, tag team in the company. But again, who's fucking running the tag team division? Apparently,
who's fucking running the show?
The fucking Young Bucks, and Tony Khan likes the Young Bucks, so it's always going to be the Young Bucks that get pushed, to the moon. And Jericho has a part to play in this because Jericho has to put everybody under his fucking thumb. I mean, granted, Guevara is probably the only one that came out looking like a star, better with Jericho. Everybody else, I mean, Jake Hager is basically just there to get paid. He's just there to stand there and make, really mean faces and get paid. Santana.
What a fucking gig that is. He's standing there just to suck ass and blow air.
Uh-huh.
That's a fucking great gig.
Suck and blow.
Yeah, that's what he's there to do.
Santana Ortiz, again, I agree with you. They should have at least had a title run once, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, at least once.
But it's just
they got their first title match last year. After being in AEW for, at that point, 3 years? 2 or 3 years? And they just getting a fucking title shot the beginning of last year? Are you kidding me? And the belief is that Ortiz is looking at staying in AEW while Santana is obviously looking to go.
Right, because XX in the chat room, he's saying it's because one wants to stay in AEW for the cash and the other wants to spread his wings a bit. Paycheck versus trajectory.
Yeah. And like I said, what I say earlier, Santana's all about his business.
So
damn the paycheck. Like, he's all about wanting to be the best. That's him in a nutshell. Will he go to WWE though?
I think he could be something for that company because
I think.
Well, I was gonna say all
right, go ahead.
Sorry, but I was gonna say WWE they really want a top Latino star, or they really want a good Latin, not just a good Latino wrestler. They want a Latino wrestler who can talk and who's charismatic and the people like. And we say that about fucking Santos, but they really don't know what to do with fucking Santos.
Santos is actually he's old too, so keep that in mind.
And that doesn't fucking help. And then they really, really tried to do that with Alberto Del Rio. They tried their hardest.
Reason, I don't get it. Sucks. And
it never fucking worked. And there was someone else I'm forgetting. Oh, Andrade. They tried with Andrade, but again, language barrier. Andrade
is not. He's only as good as you. He's only as good as who's standing next to him. If he's standing next to somebody that's good, then he's going to be good.
Right.
Him and Roosh being together in AEW, that's going to help him out a whole lot.
And I like Angel Garza, but I'm just being for real. They're never going to do anything to Angel Garza, but
which is a shame because he is that guy Vince is looking for. He's charismatic. He checks off all the boxes.
Right.
I mean, if he can gain 20 more pounds of muscle, I think he'll be good to go. But other than that, I don't get why they're not being used. And Humberto too. They're young guys, man. Why are these guys on the bench?
Right. And Eddie was probably the last I don't want to say draw because it was kind of a sad fact that Eddie was the lowest drawing world champion for the company, which is unfortunate to hear about. But
especially considering the fact that how popular and over he was.
Yeah, he was
really shocking.
He was one of the most popular guys in the company. But again, it's just it's always that factor with a lot of wrestling fans that they see a guy like Eddie who's 5'7", 5'8", and they're like, I can kick his ass.
Yeah.
So they'd rather see a guy who's over 6 feet, 7 feet, whatever, as as the world champion. Nowadays, go ahead.
Just knowing who Santana is and just watching his career and stuff like that, I don't think that him and WWE would be a good mix. He's a serious dude. I don't see him he's not gonna be a gangster guy in the WWE. That's just not gonna happen.
But I mean, do they have to make him a gangster though?
That's who he is. He's a street guy. That's all he's ever been. It's gonna be street guy or bust unless they put him underneath a mask or some shit like that and name him, I don't know, Puerto Rico or some bullshit like that.
Puerto Rico.
But
welcome to the ring, Puerto Rico.
That aside, I don't know what else they're gonna do with this guy. And he's not exactly the most outright charismatic man where it oozes off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like an Angel Garza, like you know what I'm saying? Like Eddie. Like he's not like he's not on that level.
He's a good talker though, because I've heard him cut promos.
He is a good talker. He's a damn good talker. Like he's one of those guys. If he's speaking, you better listen. But I don't see Vince pushing him as a. Come on, they failed with Alberto Del Rio. They can't even get Angel Garza right. Santana.
So let me ask you something. So
hey, I love Santana, but I'm just saying I don't think him and the company's gonna be a good mix.
Right, but so let me ask you something. So just scenario.
Right.
Say Vince steps down. Mm-hmm. Let's say he steps down like next week. Do you see someone like Triple H in charge of talent hiring someone like Santana?
Yes, I can see. Yeah, Triple H wanted him. Triple H wanted these two guys, when their contracts was up from Impact. So I believe, like, if that would have happened, Vince stepped down and, like, he was completely stepped down and away from it, yeah, Triple H would be making a phone call to Santana and be like, hey, man, I want to bring you in and use you. And I'm sure Triple H would use him. But when Vince and all these other guys, all the other cronies involved, I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't think it'd be a good mix.
The impression,
like I said, I'm rooting for Santana's success. Like I want to see him succeed, man.
Right.
So it's not a thing of I'm saying, oh, he won't succeed because he sucks or anything like that. Nah, he checks off the boxes, but WWE being catering to children and stuff like that. Like, is Santana really going to get over in this environment? That's all I'm saying. And is Vince going to really use him to his top potential?
I think I'm going to kind of maybe be in the minority here. Like, I think he could get over with kids, but in not the way that Vince would try to see it, and that's probably why it wouldn't work because, a lot of kids, spoiler alert, a lot of kids, not just white kids, watch wrestling. You have Hispanic kids that watch wrestling, and they want to see someone that looks like them. So I don't know. I'm not trying to.
He would get over in Texas and New York and the hot Latin markets,
right?
Without a doubt, like he'd get over there, and especially when they come to New York, he's getting pomps like you wouldn't believe,
right?
But I don't know, man. Like I said, I just want to see the guy succeed. But me myself personally, like I said, just knowing who he is, knowing his personality, what his gimmick has been forever. Unless he's willing to change, he's got to be one of those guys that's willing to be like, hey, like I'm gonna change my persona a little bit and be more, fitting for this environment that I'm gonna be in. That'd be the only way. And I'm pretty sure, money is the motivator to a certain degree to him, and taking care of his daughter is another different thing too. So, I mean, I guess we have to see. But
I mean, I can definitely see him go. I don't know. This is probably a fair comparison, but like, I can definitely see him taking to the WWE system more than Eddie Kingston would
have. Come on. That's not right.
I mean, because Eddie Kingston was on Renee's podcast and he talked about, being in the performance center, and he already knew in his head, yeah, I'm not gonna last here. And even like, the coaches were like, yeah, he's not right for the company. Like I can see Santana maybe taking to it better than him. But like I agree with you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I actually agree with you. Like I don't see him signing with the company, and even if he did, I think if Triple H were in charge of creative, or if he were in charge of the company, no less, he would have a much better shot at getting over if that were the case. But yeah, Vince wouldn't have no idea what to do with him. Neither would like a Bruce Pritchard or I was gonna say Johnny Ace, but he's gone. but like anyone else.
They wouldn't get it. Old men do not.
Actually, you know what? I just thought of somebody. Paul Heyman's in charge of SmackDown Creative, so maybe Paul Heyman would get him because he's a New York guy.
Yeah, so Paul Heyman actually makes an effort to get it. Unlike Vince and Bruce, they don't get it.
Like you remember when Paul Heyman
guys, the old guys stuck in the 80s, 90s, like they don't get it.
Like when Paul Heyman was in charge of creative for Raw, you saw guys like Aleister Black getting over. You saw guys like Buddy Murphy getting over because Paul Heyman got them. Whenever they took them off of creative, look where they went. Nowhere. So Paul Heyman and Triple H would be the only ones that would understand what to do with someone like a Santana or an MJF or
shit. Even Cody could feed him breadcrumbs too.
Cody. I mean, this goes back to Cody. Like Cody had kind of like subtly, but not so subtly, mentioned that, or I don't know if he said this or somebody else, that he talks to people in AEW and. If they ask him advice on WWE, he'll give advice.
He definitely said that. It definitely came out of his mouth.
And do you think that's the thing that Vince was like, try to bring in some guys?
Yeah, maybe so. And I wouldn't doubt it. Especially, Vince is looking at Wardlow. I want that on my TV screen. And Jade, Vince wants both of those people.
Let me ask you something. What do you think Vince sees when he sees Britt Baker? Like, if you had to guess, if Vince McMahon saw Britt Baker, what do you think his first thought would be?
Probably not much.
And I said root canal. XX said a secretary.
You got a desk roll, baby.
Tell Adam I'll give him a bonus.
He plays video games online. God.
Tell the bitch you better get a haircut. Oh man. But don't bring that fat piece of shit back, Keith Lee.
Oh god. Keith Lee.
Oh god.
Keith Lee.
Poor Keith. How is it someone that had so much promise just fell so flat? And again, I know he had COVID and maybe that plays a part in it. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I don't think that's kind of an excuse. Like you still could have at least got yourself in shape.
Yeah, Keith's got to get himself in better shape, better cardiovascular shape, and I don't know. He just looks blown up real quick in AEW. I don't know what it is. Like he looked blown up in WWE, but obviously we get why. But I just think that Keith Lee's got problems. He's got internal problems.
I mean, I wish all the best for him. You'll get Walter or Gunther. Like he lost all the weight, and look at him now. So, but
fucking the Intercontinental Champion, chopping motherfuckers left to right, looking great at house shows, from what I understand. My friend Tiffany went to the one they had in Sacramento, and apparently it was he had a good showing against Ricochet. It was a great match, and he looks great. So,
speaking of house shows, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of house shows, I don't know if you heard Mike Johnson from PW, I think PW Insider, I believe. He said he has a source that told him that Liv Morgan has probably the biggest pop on the house show circuit currently, since she became women's champion, and that her merch is selling well. So, I mean, it's not.
Mish's worst nightmare is becoming true.
He's like, ah.
Oh man.
I mean, it's good for Liv. I mean, because Liv.
I like Liv.
I like Liv too. I mean, I always find it.
Am I gonna sit here and pretend like she's the greatest wrestler or the greatest promo? No, but I like Liv. I like Liv, and I've seen growth from her that I haven't seen from others, like a Dana Brooke or just a few other people that have been around for maybe the same period of time she's been around, and I've seen no noticeable improvement. At least she tries to get it, even if it doesn't look good or it doesn't come out great. I give her respect for trying to do something different and try to be innovative and stuff like that. I give Liv her credit. Give her credit. The crying promos do need to go though. That's it gets a little weird after a while.
I agree.
That's cool. After winning the championship, it's the country. But every time you get jumped or every time I don't know. No, I don't see it.
I agree too. I mean, because it's okay, just cry once and that's it. You're allowed one cry. Not every fucking promo. Not everything you do.
Little girl.
Ever since I was a little girl and Eddie Guerrero. We don't need to hear that story every 5 minutes. We get it. Ever since you were a little girl, you want to be world champion. Now you're a grown ass woman. Act like a champion. Act like a badass. I mean, I've always given Liv, the benefit of the doubt. I've always given her credit because I've always said, and you took the words out of my mouth. She's shown growth, more than most people, that we've seen. Because Dana Brooke, how fucking long has she been in this company? And
just as long as Liv, I think a little bit longer.
And she's fucking ass.
Yeah.
How is it that this bitch has not improved? Same thing with Leah. Leah's apparently been in the company for a decade, and now she's on the main roster. And it's you've been in the company for 10 years, and you're not even that good. Same thing with what is it? The Iconics, who are apparently wrestling for 15 years and they suck. So Liv has gotten.
Billy sucked. I always thought Peyton was actually pretty decent. She just didn't have Billy's charisma. Billy had the charisma, in my opinion, and Peyton didn't. But Peyton had the in-ring skill, and Billy didn't. They both were there to kind of boost the positive, the positives, and the others negative. So
I don't know, but Liv, the first time I saw her, I just thought generic, cute blonde wrestler chick. And, when she got in the Riot Squad, it's just again, cute blonde wrestler chick. But then, over time, when she started getting this push, she realized, okay, I can't just rely on the fact that I'm a cute girl. I need to actually get better. And there are times where she was doing a lot of extreme, hardcore stuff, in the ring. Whatchamacallit, she did an Elimination Chamber match where Shayna is just throwing her around like a rag doll, banging her head against the cage and the plexiglass, and I'm just Liv, you're hot, right? You just all you need to do is just exist and you'll be fine. But no, Liv actually wanted to go up.
Take the bumps.
Yeah, she wants to take the bumps. She wants to prove that she can hang, and I like Liv. I give her credit. She's actually very good, and she's improved. Her promos need work, but I think that can be fixed. They obviously like her. The fans obviously like her. She has a following. So,
big time.
I mean, this is definitely not Nikki Ash. That's for damn sure.
Good lord. Good lord.
My only worry is that what do you do at SummerSlam? Because she's going to wrestle Ronda again for the title.
Well, there's money. There's always money in the chase, and I'm telling you guys right here, right now, they need to do it. They need to do it. Do it. They got to put their tongue into it. They got to roll it. Come down. Nah, but they really got.
What kind of match are you talking about?
They got to do it at SummerSlam. They got to do the heel turn. Ronda Rousey's got to turn heel. Put it with Shayna. Have them beat the shit out of Liv. And Liv can chase for the next couple of months. Ronda Rousey gets refreshed. You can do a whole heel bit with her. You can have Ronda Rousey, sit out on a couple of weeks of SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight Shayna. You gotta do it with Shayna and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Before you can come see me. These stupid people in the audience, they don't deserve to see me on a weekly basis. I was doing y'all a favor, but, I realized I gotta be that ruthless bitch. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting on my ass while Shayna Baszler does all the work. So, I mean, there you go. And you have Liv chase, Ronda for maybe a couple months or something. And then wham, bam. Maybe have her try to beat her again. But I feel like whenever they do like a rematch between those two, that it has to be some type of Gaga match, as other podcasters like to say. It has to be some type of hardcore stipulated type match or something. That's the only way I can really buy Liv Morgan straight up beating Ronda Rousey again.
I mean, another way you can do is like go the Ken Shamrock route. I don't know if you remember this match. I like to think it was a match that actually happened, but like it was a match with Ken Shamrock and Shawn Michaels, where Ken is going for the ankle lock and Shawn's tapping out, but Ken is like, his whole thing is, I'm in the zone, but he won't let go of the ankle, so they had to like reverse the decision. Like, I guess that's something you can do with Ronda, where Ronda is getting frustrated because she can't put Liv away, and so she just starts losing control, and she ends up costing herself the match. Like, maybe that's a way you can go. Like, you know, I mean, you make everyone happy. You make Liv look strong. I mean,
you know what? You could do that. You could do that. You could damn well do that, and you could have the fans. You know, Ronda Rousey could be like a little delusional to it. She could be delusional to it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Blah 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 blah. Do you have Shayna Baszler in the background just trying to feed into it, stuff like that? And I think you could do a heel turn based off that too. It's not bad. That's not a bad way to go.
Good booking. You still make Ronda look strong. You don't make her look weak, and you keep the title on Liv, because I have a feeling that they don't want to take that title off of Liv anytime soon. Based off of what,
if these reports are believed to be true.
I mean,
why would you, right?
Usually Mike Johnson is not always wrong. Like, he's one of the few journalists that's, gets a few things right. Maybe not everything right, because nobody gets everything right, but he usually gets most.
Mike Johnson, he's not one of these guys that's like for a company either.
No,
I noticed he calls it down the middle.
Like, he's not Ariel Helwani, who's a lot of people accuse him of being a WWE like butt kisser, and he's definitely not a Meltzer. He's not a Alvarez. He's just like, listen, I'm gonna call it like I see it, and I'm gonna give news for everybody. So, again, he's one of the good ones. So, another bit of news: Claudio Castagnoli, formerly known as Cesaro, will not take shots at WWE following departure. He was interviewed by Justin Barrasso, I'm sorry, by Sports Illustrated. He says it can be hard to take the high road, but that's the road I'm going to take. All the memories, they matter. I'm grateful for everything I've accomplished, and I'm grateful for all those opportunities. And they make me work so much harder to get where I want to be. Once I left, I knew what I wanted and where I wanted to go. I just didn't know if it would happen. That was also time for me to take a break, mentally recharge, and come back better. My goal is to always be better than I was yesterday, to be better than I am today. I want to be even better now than people remember. And he said, I came to AEW for challenges. That's why I fit perfectly in with the Blackpool Combat Club. Like Regal said, you either step up or get stepped on. I love coming in with the BCC because I've known those guys for such a long time. I know they have my back no matter what. It feels like everything here is clicking in AEW. It doesn't feel like it's only been a couple weeks. I'm extremely excited to find out what the future holds. And Claudio will wrestle Jake Hager on tonight's episode of AEW. So, yeah,
why would he bash anybody? This guy's a professional. He's not one of these guys that's loose and rampant. He's a very disciplined man. Obviously, he's always been that way, and I don't expect anything less.
Boo! I want him to say bad things about WWE. Boo! Talk about how.
What is he gonna say? Oh, Vince didn't push me, that old bastard.
I want to hear him talk about how Vince didn't push him enough, and how he should have been 16-time world champion, and how he should have main evented WrestleMania and not Roman Reigns. Oh,
16-time world champ.
Like, I want to hear that. Like, not this. I'm happy and things ended on good terms. What a jerk!
I'm happy and I know it.
I'm happy and I know it. Clap my hands.
And I really want to show it. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, he's never gonna be that guy.
I mean,
he's never gonna be that guy.
Look at Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson,
same thing.
Took out a whole page in the Sports Tribune and talked about how Vince is like a second father to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I didn't read Pages, but Paige apparently had one in the Sports Tribune where she didn't say anything bad about WWE.
How could she?
They fucking paid her to stay at home for what, 2 or 3 years to fucking pretend to play video games.
Yeah,
all the while.
All that, I'm telling you, I'm with Don Tony when he said that she would have been gone after that them pictures, the damn belt. She would have been out the door after that. Honestly,
she should have.
If that was the past or not, she would have been out the door. Sorry.
She should have. I mean, because like you remember that belt. It's like I remember Bayley kissing that belt.
Asuka licking it. Asuka was licking that belt like you wouldn't believe.
I mean, can you imagine Asuka finding out and going, It was too salty.
Oh my god!
I like doing the Asuka voice, but I just don't say it out loud. I don't do it in public for obvious reasons.
No, you're not. You get me in trouble.
Can you pass? Can you pass me the mustard? But yeah, good on Claudio. I mean, he's
I agree. I agree with XX, man. Yeah, you can. Yeah, him and Brian will be back. Dude, I don't know. By the time they get his contracts, they're gonna be in their 40s. But I based off of familiarity and good faith, I do believe both guys will be back someday.
And if they're not gonna wrestle, be trainers. Like,
be coaches.
Bryan Danielson will be a fucking coach. Like, fuck, can you imagine that class? Bryan Danielson teaching you how to wrestle?
Bryan Danielson and Claudio teaching guys how to fucking wrestle? Oh my god, fucking forget about it, people.
Shit, and fuck, there's a future where William Regal can come back.
Yeah, I do believe he'll be back someday too. I don't think those three guys. It's mighty funny. I don't doubt a second that those guys won't be back at WWE because I do believe they will be.
And also, like, if we're talking about a future where Triple H is in charge, he's gonna want to bring someone like Regal back because, him and Regal go like way back.
Him and Regal were tight.
He's gonna want his guys like a Shawn, like a Regal, maybe a Danielson. I mean, fucking Norman Smiley. That's a random ass.
Norman Smiley is still there, by the way. That's crazy.
Hey, good. I love Norman Smiley. I've always been a Norman Smiley fan.
No, like, don't get me wrong. I like Norman Smiley. He was good for all the FCW life events back in the day and whatnot. So, I love Norman Smiley too. I'm just surprised he's still there because
the big wiggle.
They really cleaned house. Once Regal was gone, I was like, yeah, they're probably gonna get rid of him and Robbie Brookside too. But they're still there, both of them.
So, other bit of news: Roman Reigns is not advertised for WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view. That will be...
And? What's the problem with that?
That will be in Philly on October 8th in the Wells Fargo Center. And promotional material... Go ahead.
He might not be world champion by then. Anybody ever think about that?
Probably, or like, I've kind of come to the realization that, unifying both titles may have been a bad idea. Because... also because Roman apparently signed. I'm agreeing with you. Roman signed that new contract where he works half dates.
Yeah.
So Fox and USA were like, all right, we're both gonna get Roman. Roman's like,
yeah, I'm sitting my fuck ass home, bitches.
he's just rubbing his hands and going,
yeah.
Y'all about to get smashed.
Y'all about to get the shaft, bitches.
Tribal chief, bitch.
Smash them, stack them.
Put it in the ass. What?
Just in that order. Speaking of putting in the ass, Bailey. I miss Bailey too, Anna.
God damn.
Oh, good lord. Whew.
I love Bailey. I miss her so much.
Me too. Oh man, I miss Bailey.
You want some Bailey?
Yes, I do. I do.
Let's see. Alberto Del Rio on joining AEW.
Good lord.
I deserve to be in a major wrestling company.
What?
Here we go.
Really said that?
SE Scoops, Del Rio spoke about his future, about how it'd be open to signing with AEW. I would be interested in going to AEW or any major company. I deserve to be in a major company once it has been proven that I was always telling the truth about those things. I know I deserve to be out there to continue entertaining and to rebuild my legacy in the business I love. I would love to be working in any major wrestling company.
Oh my god, the balls on this guy.
Here's the best part. When asked, Del Rio said he has not reached out to anyone in AEW, but has spoken to other companies about work. The truth Del Rio is referring to relates to him being accused of sexual assault and kidnapping, a case that was dropped in December of last year.
This fucking guy.
So, RJ, do you think Alberto Del Rio will be in a major wrestling company?
No, because he's burnt every bridge.
Jesus Christ, this fucking guy.
I mean, he burnt the bridge at WWE. I think Vince would probably be his only saving grace. He goes back over there. AEW, I don't know. But Tony Khan is like a soft dude too, so I don't see him bringing in fucking Del Rio either.
Oh, there's no chance.
And Impact, no, he fucking burned Impact twice. So they're not bringing him back in. Ring of Honor is owned by Tony Khan, so by proxy, he's not coming in either. He's not going over there.
Yeah, no one's fucking touching Del Rio with a 10-foot pole.
No, I mean, I think Conan. No, not even Mexico. I don't even think. The Young Bucks just lost the tag team titles. AEW.
Oh, to who?
That's what I'm figuring out right now. I'm texting Jen now. Who did the Young Bucks lose the belts to?
Better not be some bullshit ass team.
Wait a minute. The who? Who they lose to? Hobbs and Keith Lee?
Shit.
Wait a minute, who?
Hobbs and Is it Starks and Hobbs?
Oh, no, Keith Lee and Swerve. What the hell?
Ah.
Oh, God.
I was actually happy when you said Hobbs. I'm like, Hobbs, hell yeah! I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I love Hobbs. Hobbs is great. Hobbs and Starks. How you guys feeling about those guys potentially being in WWE, huh?
Hobbs and Starks.
Starks and Hobbs.
It went to Felix the Cat.
Felix the Cat.
It went to Cleveland Jr.
I think those guys can be in. Another big reason why Santana and Ortiz are pissed. Definitely, because all these mediocre teams getting the belts before them. I'm sorry, the Lucha Brothers, that was sloppy. Their tag team title run sloppy. They were so sloppy. Gianna Michaels is jealous. Eddie, I'm pretty sure you like that joke.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Likes that joke too.
Mm-hmm. She still looks good, by the way.
Yeah, she still looks great. She looks great.
She's a blonde.
She's aged. She aged well. Yeah, she gotta get rid of that blonde. What the hell? Nah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of blondes. Not a blonde fan.
She's got to bring that brown hair back, or black hair, whatever the hell. She's got to bring that dark color hair back.
Yeah, Keith Lee and Swerve. I like Swerve, but Keith Lee is just like, eh.
Yeah. They really need to slap together another tag team. I mean, I guess if Keith Lee is down bad as we all are to believe he is, then, I mean, I guess it was smart, but Swerve, are we sacrificing Swerve's career for this? Oh, man. There's no reason for them to have the belts. Yeah.
Well,
Maurice, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. Keith Lee started as a tag team guy. Him and Shane Taylor, the dude with the weirdly big derriere. Like it's disturbing looking at that guy. Like it is. He's got more curves than half of the AEW women's roster.
So what you're saying is he has more of an ass than Britt Baker?
Yes, he does.
Jesus Christ. Poor Adam Cole. Yeah, you got pancake ass, baby.
No booty, baby. Dana, Dana, Dana.
It feels like I'm laying on a brick pillow, baby. This is actually good news. Doctors expect Big E to fully heal from neck injury. Will be helping WWE at talent tryouts. Let's see. Well, speaking of Mark Raimondi of ESPN, Big E noted that doctors expect him to recover fully from the injury. Let's see. Big E received overwhelming support from fans and wrestlers following his injury. This includes Holland, who gave him a package of red meat, I'm sorry. I have no issue whatsoever with Ridge. He reached out and said some kind things. What we do is dangerous, and there are inherent dangers, and to that degree, we all kind of know what we sign up for, and it was unfortunate that it went down that way. But I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm doing well. It was also revealed that Big E will help WWE at the talent tryouts for college athletes during SummerSlam week in Nashville.
That's good. I think he uses expertise. Big E was successful, so I'm pretty sure he's got an eye for collegiate, wrestlers and football players. I'm pretty sure he has the taste for that. So that's a good thing that he's going to be helping out with tryouts.
I mean, it's obviously good news, and it's also good to hear that, he doesn't really hold any animosity towards Ridge, and Ridge even reached out. So, I mean, that's
of course.
Right.
Ridge better had reached out. Otherwise, that would have been Ridge's ass.
Right. It's just like it's Big E. I mean, Big E's like the nicest guy in the locker room, apparently. Mm-hmm. And like, how do you not feel bad about hurting the nicest guy in the world?
You have no soul.
So it's good to hear that Ridge, reached out. And as much shit as we gave Ridge, and it was warranted, it's good to hear that he has a soul, and he just said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry." But it's also good to hear that. Go ahead.
So, I'm sorry to cut you off, but Starks and Hobbs were in the match. They should have won. It would have been perfect. Triple threat. Damn it.
Yeah, RJ's pissed.
AEW's getting on my nerves, man.
That's why I don't watch it. It's hard to watch. It's a hard show to get through. I'm sorry, dude.
Like, these guys, man, they got good. Ricky Starks, I'm sorry, he can out-talk anybody else in that fucking ring, man. And he's got charisma for days. I'm sorry, yes, I know that. I saw that. I saw that comment. I'm just saying, like, really, Ricky Starks can't get anything, but fucking Wheeler Yuta is this unbelievable badass. Come on, cry me a river. Give me a break, man.
The great Wheeler Yuta.
Oh.
You mean the guy who bled in a match, and he became the biggest star in the world?
Yeah, that's his biggest claim for fame, bleeding out to with John Moxley or whatever, and all of a sudden this guy's a superstar. But I hadn't heard him cut not one promo. I haven't seen him ooze any ounce of charisma. Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking guy?
Wait,
serious?
You don't remember that promo where he... And then there was that other promo where he talked about... And then that one match where... You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, did he cut that promo about how he had that...
Oh, I really liked the one time where he said... Yeah, he was.
No, Drew. Remember when he did that unbelievable? Yeah.
Like
he definitely saw Britt Baker blow Tony Khan backstage. I mean, my God, like
I think
saw that.
It's do you think that's the reason? I can't say it. You think that's the reason why most guys aren't getting over because they didn't see Britt Baker blowing Tony Khan?
Wheeler useless. He went back there and he saw something that he wasn't supposed to have seen. Jesus. That's why this man's getting a mega push. This man's the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. By the way, spoiler alert to you, anybody who's a Ring of Honor fan, an OG Ring of Honor fan, they brought in John Walters, who is synonymous with that title. The one that Wheeler Useless is currently holding, and he's wrestling for fucking AEW Dark. How do you do that? How do you do that?
Because he didn't see Britt Baker blowing Tony Khan.
There you go. That's why this company is in the shape it's in now.
You and me need to see Britt Baker blowing Tony Khan.
I would like a fat paycheck at this point, Drew. Like, if I could quit Walmart, you know what I'm saying? I love my crew, but if I had to quit Walmart tomorrow in order to do that, then, you know, I think that would be a gamble worth taking. It's
like the very next week, it's like, you know, on the main event of Double or Nothing, it's going to be CM Punk versus RJ.
Oh, God.
And then after that, it's going to be Drew Yarî versus everybody. And Drew Yarî's going to win. And
Drew Yarî gets hit with a baseball bat. He pops right back up. He knows.
I want to hear Jim Cornette just cut a promo on us. These goddamn untrained outlaw mud-show goose don't know shit about the fucking wrestling business. And Tony Khan called him a paycheck for whatever motherfucking reason.
RJ Drew Yarî just take your dicks out and just splooge right all over Tony Khan's eyes.
They should have never been in the fucking wrestling business. If it was up to me, I'd fire them motherfuckers. Drew Yarî versus 20 secretaries. Thank you, Eddie.
So open your mouth and take it all. Oh my God.
Drew Yarî from me to you. Fuck you. And RJ, you no good piece of human feces. You don't know shit about wrestling. You won't know a wristwatch from a wrist lock.
Oh shit! Come on, Jim. Come on.
Drew Yarî versus the Young Bucks. Ooh, I don't know. Is Tony really gonna put me over against the Young Bucks?
Oh God, that's the ultimate test right there.
It's just gonna be them doing super kicks on me like 20 times.
For sell them all. Sells them all.
I'm just gonna no sell shit.
Young Bucks go do the melted driver. Drew just pops right back up. Drew versus Mike Nakazawa in a baby oil match.
RJ versus Okada.
Oh God! I just no sell the Rainmaker.
Here's the real ultimate test: you and me versus Kenny Omega.
Oh God! I'm gonna just fucking just imitate him.
Kenny Omega.
Knock it the fuck off. Nakazawa.
Kenny Omega, the greatest wrestling artist.
I never forget when Landon took a tweet at him. Mike and Nakazawa's the shits. And Mike and Nakazawa liked the tweet.
Oh, God.
I'm like, wow. I said, this guy is an idiot. I said, Landon, so he knows he's the shits. He said, apparently so. That's crazy, bro.
Tony would put RJ over on Okada for a hug and an 8-ball.
Yeah.
I just imagine
squeeze coins out of him.
I just imagine Tony just doing coke at his desk. And he's like, "Where the hell have you been?"
I'm sorry, dog.
Just give me the
God.
Just give me the 8-ball and go. There's your title.
Hey, Tony, you think you can make me a belt? Yeah, sure. Give me a hug first. Okay, here's your hug. Yeah, rub the shoulders. They're nice. You think you can make me a the AEW Brooklyn Championship? Sure. All you gotta do is just give him a hug. Give him a big old hug. And,
Shit.
there's a reason why people call me a teddy bear, so, he can... But even I'm a dieseled out teddy bear nowadays, so... Like, Tony Khan's gonna love hugging me even more.
Oh my god. That's
the version of a hot handshake and a hot dog. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So that's a surefire way, people, to get over in AEW or to at least get a job is to see Britt Baker blowing Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. Tony Khan versus Herb Abrams in a coconut pole match.
It's a matter of fact in court that we won the Wednesday Night War. Now go challenge for the Mississippi River Delta Championship. Why are there so many goddamn world championships in AEW? The Brooklyn fucking Championship? What the fuck is that? Oh man. Not enough money has been printed. Go ahead.
Drew and RJ versus Tuna Melton.
I give that 4 stars.
He didn't give me a motherfucking Melton driver the right way. So I gotta take some points off.
It's like Drew Yarî versus the Young Bucks. Drew Yarî didn't throw anything. Even after 45 super kicks in 50 minutes. That's 6 stars.
That's 6 right across the board.
Just the best match.
Brian Alvarez, minus 5 stars! Drew Yarî is probably the worst professional wrestler I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Jesus Christ.
Even though I'm a big fan of PWG.
I want to hear Kevin Castle just like bury me.
Well, that match with Drew Yarî was pretty awful.
Drew Yarî, what the fuck is a Drew Yarî? He looks like a fucking elf with fucking bad hair. Super kicks. What the fuck? You know who was a good wrestler? Ultimate Warrior. That was a good wrestler right there.
Al Perez was great back in his day.
Oh.
Al Perez was great back in his day.
Oh man. Anyways, last bit of news. Sasha Banks books her first big appearance since walking out of WWE. The C2E2 Pop Culture Convention announced today that Mercedes Varnado, aka Sasha Banks, will be appearing at their convention next month in Chicago. It takes place from August 5th through August 7th. Yeah. So yeah. I guess Sasha Banks is officially Gonzo.
They said AKA, not formally, no, FKA.
Right.
And I don't know, but that to me isn't a telltale sign that she's gone.
I don't know, like, what's it gonna take? I mean, at this point, just get rid of her already. Like, because
damn it,
because Naomi apparently is like already looking to be out, like, and the company really wants Sasha out. So it's just like, I don't know, just release her already. I don't get what's taking you so long. She didn't take the hush money.
She did not.
No, she did not. Alright,
no
I guess.
neck rolls up in here.
Alright, so I guess we can get to questions since we're done with the news. Let's start with questions. Kyle, you have the first question of tonight. This question, Drew, how did you meet your fiancée, Betty? I met her at work. We used to work together at SeaWorld. And she was...
Highway.
She was...
Scared as she walked by.
Jesus. She was, at the time, one of my assistant supervisors. And I was just one of the hosts. And I've known her for 13 years, and we didn't start dating until 2012. And for a while, we were just really friendly, and we got along, we hung out a lot. So that's the first time I met her, was at work. Let's see. What year did you first get digital cable? For me, I think it was 2005. I think it was kind of on and off because we had, that box that had like all the like the channels and whatnot, and we were getting that like through spurts. But for me personally, when I got digital cable was in 2011. What about you?
Yeah, I think, what was it? 2013 ish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like I would go to other people's houses and stuff like that for pay-per-views and stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't really watch a lot of TV, and if I did, it was on local channels anyway. So yeah, we didn't get digital TV again until 2013. So
XX. The questions are kind of like survey questions you get from the government. Let's see. Drew, is Dr. Pepper the most popular soda in Texas since it's based out of Texas? I guess. I honestly didn't know it was based out of Texas until now. And RJ, what's the most popular soda in New York?
Most popular soda in New York? Currently, I have no idea. Oh, yeah.
Drew, since you're...
guys, by the way, hold on. So just so we're perfectly clear, I don't currently live in New York.
All right, so what's the most popular soda in South Carolina?
The most popular soda in South Carolina looks to be Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
The original. It's a toss-up between that and also they make a lot of Dr. Pepper around here, too. Especially those weird... the weird new flavors they're coming out with now. It seems to be a really hot ticket. So, yeah, I would say it's a toss-up between those two.
Lately, Mountain Dew's been getting like a lot of... Like, you see them on television a lot, like in a lot of commercials. They're even getting like their own version of alcohol.
Right.
They're getting Mountain Dew Long Island iced tea, which is pretty crazy to think about. But let's see, next question.
I will say this though: when I was still living in New York, like full time living in New York, RC Cola was just getting started. They were pushing that shit everywhere.
God damn, RC Cola.
I will say that. That's why when I first started working at Walmart last year, and I seen one of the boxes in the in the cooler, I was like, "What the fuck? I haven't seen an RC soda in like years."
I'm always amazed when I still see people drink RC because I remember I was going on break, and we have a break room in the office, and I go in there, and the guy has a can of RC Cola, and I don't know why, I'm just staring at the can for like 10 seconds. I'm like, "Where did you get that can of RC Cola?" Like that,
yeah.
Like I had no idea that they even still sell it. I mean, as far as I know, like, because our chain of grocery stores is called H-E-B, I've never seen any RC Cola at H-E-B, not even at like a Walmart.
Really?
So no, like not at our Walmart, not any Walmart I've seen. I think you have to like order it online,
right?
Like on Amazon. But I don't know. I'm still amazed when I see RC Cola. It's pretty nuts.
It gives you a rush of nostalgia for sure.
Next question. Drew, since you're a Texan, is Whataburger the best fast food burger in Texas? Well, it was. I mean, Whataburger is basically Texas. Like that's when you think of Texas, you think of Whataburger. When you think of Whataburger, you think of Texas. I mean, that's tradition here. But ever since they were bought by they were bought by a bank in Chicago, and recently they changed I think they fucked with the recipe because the burgers don't taste the way they used to. Like the burgers this is gonna sound dirty or whatever, but like the burgers had like this very like juicy feel to them when you ate them. So, in my opinion, maybe the second best place to get a burger is Griff's. There's two of them in San Antonio, which is it's crazy to think about, but I guess that's good because you can tell that they're a mom and pop type of place. But like the closest one is like 20 minutes from my house. So that's a place you can only go to like every now and then. You can't go to it every week. Yeah, that's about it. What about, and he's also asking, and RJ, what's the best burger in New York?
Best burger in New York.
that
like
you
I
remember.
Said, it was always about pizza when I was in New York. I never went to burger joints in New York. It was always pizza joints.
Right.
Like I ate food based off of places that were very, very popular in the hot ticket. Now I could tell you in South Carolina we have this place called Dairyland. Great. I mean, they make great burgers, man. So that would be a place for it. So
all right.
that's definitely a hot spot for a burger in South Carolina.
Let's see, Drew. There's a Wisconsin-based Culver's restaurant in San Antonio, not too far from where you live. Have you ever been to it? If not, I highly recommend it.
They have Culver's in South Carolina too. Great burgers, man.
Never heard of it. Like, what's
Really?
the place? Yeah, I never heard of it. Like, what's the place like? If you had to describe it.
It's pretty similar to Raising Cane's and Zaxby's in the sense where how the food is presented and stuff like that. But their burgers and shakes are fucking fantastic.
There's another place like that. I think it was called what the fuck is it called? Like Frank's Frozen Custard, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was a place kind of similar to that. Another place I've never been to, and I always hear people going to is a Burger Boy. Like I've never been to a Burger Boy, and there's one by my house. Let's see, Culver's. This place looks familiar. I think I've driven by it.
Oh, yeah.
Culver's. Why does it look so fucking familiar? Oh, it'll come to me. Let's see. Were you a subscriber to WWE Magazine? I was from 2007 until its last issue in 2014. I still miss it. I mean, I bought magazines. I bought the WWE Magazine, just not frequently. Because, in my younger days, I didn't have, funds to buy things such as that, and my dad hated wrestling and did everything he could to forbid me from watching it. So, that got in the way. But yeah, I wasn't a subscriber, unfortunately. What about you?
Yeah, I was a subscriber twice in my lifetime. Once when I was a kid, from I would say 2001, around the invasion. It was the cover where Stephanie had the picture of Vince burning in her hand, and so I had the books from that point in time till 2002 when Brock Lesnar first came to WWE. It was when I do believe he was on the cover of the King of the Ring 2002 DVD. Or the poster, at least. And yeah, that was it was around July of 2002 ish, June or July, and that was the last issue I had got up until that point. And that would buy them sporadically through the years here and there. And then my last run with it was, I would say, 2012 to 2014. When they stopped, when they ceased operations on it. So,
do you think it's surprising that WWE hasn't started making magazines again?
It really is.
I mean, because people people still make magazines. I mean, you can still get Times, you can still get fucking. GameStop still puts out magazines. I'm still a subscriber to GameStop, and I'll get the magazines. They also have the option where you get digital magazines. So I don't know. I'm surprised that WWE still doesn't do it, because you would think that they could make a killing off of having a subscription. I mean, even when the network started, they could have done an option where it's just like, if you sign up to the network, you also get WWE Magazine, weekly or monthly or whatever. So I don't know. I get newspapers. Newspapers kind of going out of style, but magazines are still kind of a thing. People still read magazines. You see, how many times have you been to a doctor's office and you're in the waiting area and you see people reading magazines? It's just, I don't know. WWE's weird. Next question. Is it just me, or was WWE.com better before the launch of the WWE Network in 2014. They used to have good articles and great photo albums of shows, along with superstars and divas. Yeah, I was actually a fan of the old website, because I thought, I mean, I was always on WWE.com. I mean, I would go to
when they had the roster, like they had the stills of the rosters.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was dope.
Like, I would always go to the library at school and just go to www.com and just look up results, or just to pass the time, and it was always interesting. But again, as soon as the network came around, that's when things started to change, which is unfortunate. But whatever. What do you think about the website?
I thought the website was great. Like I used to go to the library all the time. Me and a couple friends used to go to the library all the time and go to WWE.com. I got caught looking at the divas a couple of times. That's when you really used to have like the diva photo shoots and whatnot on there, the lingerie and shit.
Oh yeah, that was good times. Yeah. Drew, is it true the AT&T Center is very strict with sign size at events? I believe they are, because there was a Raw I remember, and this is when Daniel Bryan was, when they were pushing him to the forefront. And I just remember seeing signs that were being taken away. Just random signs that said yes, yes, or whatever. And, WWE's always weird about signs. Even if it's for, like, people that are in the fucking company. So, I don't know. Let's see, I think this is the last question. This week I got Disney Plus from my sister. Which Thor movie should I watch next, since I've only seen Thor Love and Thunder? He's got two questions, actually. So I guess I'll answer the first one. I guess watch all of them. Definitely watch Ragnarok. Ragnarok is the better one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would watch Ragnarok, then Dark World, then Thor. I would just go in reverse.
I mean, if you want to have a better comprehending on who Thor is as a character, watch the first one, watch the second one, watch Ragnarok, obviously, and maybe watch some of the Avengers movies and just get a better grasp of who he is. So, and he's also asking me which Deadpool movie should I watch first. I mean, the first one?
It's me, motherfucker.
It's me, motherfucker. Yeah, Deadpool 1 and 2. There's only 2. You don't need to watch Origins, because that's not Deadpool.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Alright, that was Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Next is
I cannot believe it. AEW really brought John Walters into the job to Tony Nese? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God.
Tony Nese.
John Walters doing a job to Tony Nese.
Look at me, I have a thick pack. Yeah, well, you're boring. So, I don't know what else to tell you. Maurice Bear has the next question. Or questions. NXT has recently been hyping this QR code, and each of these codes has been different. Any idea of what this all means? Was it,
People are starting to speculate that it's Zoe Stark.
Yeah, I think I did see a clip of that. Like, what the hell was that?
That the QR code, it lined up with the last time she was on television before she got injured. And then yesterday, the QR code led to that stupid little game that people play on Twitter, where the green highlights the letters and shit like that, and they're all like OC, and shit like that. And the last time we saw her once again was Halloween Havoc, and the last two letters in Halloween Havoc, OC. So they're lining shit up. I hope it's not Zoe Stark. To me, Zoe Stark she looks great. She's a great athlete. Don't get me wrong, good wrestler. But again, the personality just ain't there. I said it on Twitter. Her personality just isn't there. So all this hype for somebody with a blah personality, kind of hope not.
I seriously hope not. I mean, just
and they put and by the way, they put an A kid in a mask. By the way, which is probably the best thing they probably could have done for that kid.
I don't know. Like I'm always like kind of blah about whenever they do these like mysterious vignettes for people that are in the company instead of for somebody who's either debuting or returning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because the promos on Raw and SmackDown, like we already know it's Edge. Like it's painfully obvious as Edge, and yet you still get the people.
And for what though? We just seen him get jumped a couple weeks ago, and he's having return vignettes like he's been gone for 9 months. Like it doesn't make any sense. Why?
Yeah, it's just like and of course you got the fans. Oh, it's Bray Wyatt. Where?
No, it's not Bray.
When is Bray?
Trust me, I would love it to be Bray Wyatt, but I don't think Bray Wyatt's legs are that small.
Like,
okay.
like when has Bray ever wrestled Eddie Guerrero or Kurt Angle? It's fucking Edge. I mean, they're cool promos.
Yeah, but it's to me it's unnecessary though.
So I don't know. I guess the whole point of the promos is Edge is looking at his past so he can look to the future. I guess that's what I'm getting from it. But I'm kind of with you. Like, I'm kind of like weirded out, but not weirded out. But I'm kind of just like, why put all this stock in Edge?
You're indifferent to it. Like it's just like.
It's like why not just have Edge? Why not just have Edge come back?
Yeah, exactly. Just bring his fuck ass out already. Like, come on. Like, why the fuck do we need return promos for what? Especially if he's not talking in them.
Well, I mean, or if that's the case, just have promos hyping up Edge's return. Just say Edge is coming back.
Coming back. Yeah, exactly. Just have him talk. Like, I did this whole stupid Judgment Day thing, and I've been having some time to stew ever since I got kicked out. And just do something like that. And you can do the whole thing as close to the past and for a brighter future. Blah 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 blah. Instead of this whole who is this man? Who is this man? Oh, who is this man? Videos every week. Like, come on. It's a big letdown.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Let's see. Next question. Does the movie Ice Age hold up just as it did 20 years ago? Which movie felt like the shark was jumped? And which actually, let me just answer the first one. So, I've barely seen the movie Ice Age. Like it's one of those movies that it'll come on and I'll watch it in bits and pieces. So, I guess it holds up. Maybe I guess that's the answer to your question. I don't know. What about you, RJ? How do you feel about Ice Age?
I like Ice Age.
All right.
I think it holds up.
And the second question is going to be: and which movie felt like the shark was jumped, or jumped the shark? Ooh, I mean, there's been a lot of TV shows that did that, but as far as like movies, I'm pretty sure there is. I just can't think of them at the moment.
Jump the shark in what context? Jump the shark on killing the character off, or blowing a lid on the storyline, or what kind of context are we talking here?
I guess any. I mean, like, they introduce a entirely new character that was unnecessary, or like you said, they killed a character off that was unnecessary, or they introduced a new storyline that didn't make any sense and was just very awkward placing. I guess
I would always say in Scarface, had he would have not flipped out and did what he did to Manny, he'd probably be alive. Oh my god, he would probably still be alive had he not did what he did to Manny. You had sex with my sister. He just kills the man. Bang! Oh God, Stephen Bauer's dead. Oh, he probably would have survived, or at least he would have had a better chance. But yeah, that would probably be one for me personally.
Better choices. Better choices. I have one on the tip of my tongue and I can't fucking say it. I'm trying to think of it. I mean, like, fuck. This is.
Hush money.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
This is
Shrek Third really did do that. That whole storyline was weird.
Yeah, that was a weird storyline. I guess what was the most recent Indiana Jones movie? The one where Shia LaBeouf came out?
Yeah.
Like, that was jumping the shark. You know, having his son, apparently, in, like, the next movie, they're not even going to acknowledge that he had a son. That was jumping... All the fucking X-Men movies, jumping the shark.
Oh, God.
Like, not paying attention to the fucking timeline. Like, that's...
Storyline, nothing.
You know, it's just like, Days of Future Past was really good, and then it ends with fucking Mystique apparently being Stryker, and they didn't even acknowledge that at all in the next movie.
Nope.
It's just like, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to think about this one because I'm pretty Fast and Furious.
Because good lord, they especially the last 5 Fast and Furious movies.
It's like
all these weird characters.
John Cena is Vin Diesel's brother.
Yep.
It's like, I had a brother. Since when?
Yeah, since when? Like, how did that happen?
It was just very convenient for me not to mention him because apparently I hate him.
You're not on good terms.
We didn't on good terms, brother. When Paul walked... Yeah, I think Paul Walker... When Paul Walker died, that really shifted the movies. Because now it's like... They didn't kill him off, they just retired him. Like... It's just kind of weird to think about in those movies when it's just like Brian is home, and no one even like thinks about in that movie to go, we need Brian's help. No, why? Because he's retired. We could use his help. No.
He's right.
I have a brother. I just couldn't mention him until we had him under contract.
You have to make sure we can see John Cena so you guys can believe what's going on here. Oh, God.
Oh, God. This
next?
This is an interesting question.
Isn't another wrestler supposed to be in the movie? Isn't Batista supposed to be in the next one?
No.
Or am I tripping? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're tripping.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I could have sworn I read like another wrestler supposed to be in the Fast and the Furious movies too.
Batista,
the next one, I guess.
Batista actually doesn't want to be in Fast and Furious. Like he did some interview where he's like, I don't want to
ass.
Well, no. Here's what he said. He said, I don't want to do a movie with The Rock and John Cena because they're not good actors. He's like,
damn, Dave.
I don't want to be in Fast and Furious or Bumblebee. I'm an actor. That's what he said. Literally.
Bumblebee.
It's like Dave, let's just be for real. You got lucky with your career.
Damn.
Your entire career has been based on luck.
Oh, damn, Batista. Oof. Big oof.
It's like you got lucky with Guardians. It's like you're like the fourth character in that movie, and then you can't lead a film, obviously. So he's just a supporting character. Which again, there's no shame in being a supporting actor, but he can't lead a film. Like any film he's done where he's been the lead, it's bombed. So.
Oh, that cop movie.
The cop movie he did with oh boy from Eternals, and then what is it? There's a spy movie he did with a little girl. And it was supposed to be like, yeah, both are trash. So he's not a lead. Dave's not a lead. He's a supporting character. Which again, there's no shame in that. So he's got a nice little career.
It's almost on the level of being an upper mid card, and then you got the main eventer. No, nothing wrong with that.
Next question: who in AEW feels like the most misused superstar? Well, Maurice. I don't know if you were listening.
I mentioned a couple of them earlier.
It's like if you were listening an hour ago. Santana and Ortiz, Hobbs and Ricky Starks. I think those are like the big players as far as like people who get misused.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just our opinion. Pac, I think, Pac kind of I think his time is kind of came and gone.
You talking about Pac is the Mid-Atlantic champion or All-Atlantic champion, whatever the fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck, RJ. He saw Britt blowing Tony, and Tony decided to make up a title that made no sense.
Oh shit! I gotta give him a belt.
Here, Pac. Here's the grilled cheese of Mississippi belt. And now
here's the Tits McGee appreciation title.
And now introducing the chicken sandwich of America championship, Drew Yarï.
Oh God.
Cluck, 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 motherfucker.
Chicken just dance whenever they show the title graphic on TV.
This goddamn outlaw mud show goof dancing like a chicken in the wrestling ring. The ring where men were my friends and my family bled in the ring. Fuck you.
Bunch of men died in that goddamn ring. You fucking piece of shit.
You should have never been allowed in the wrestling business.
Oh my God.
Last question from Maurice. With Triple H in control of NXT again, what do you think could happen now that he is back? Hopefully good things.
I mean, you guys seriously think Triple H is back in control? I don't think he's back in control. Last night was awful.
Uh-huh.
We watched the same thing. NXT 2.0 is still the same to me, people. It is bad. Really bad. But it's developmental bad, so I mean I can excuse it. I don't judge NXT anymore.
I do.
When it was Ring of Honor 2.0, like up until last year, yes, I used to judge it, but now not anymore.
I do. I'm just a dick.
That's Drew Yarï. I don't judge it because why am I going to judge it when it's a bunch of people competing for a bunch of raw green motherfuckers trying to compete for a chance to be on the main roster? Yeah,
it's like I hate.
No thanks.
It's like I think Cora Jade is the shits.
And Corey Jade's a piece of shit.
And then RJ will tell you, but Drew, it's developmental. I don't give a shit. She sucks.
She's a piece of shit. It sucks. It's done. Her career's finished.
Just blow me and leave.
Arcade Productions is calling.
It's like somebody walks in on Cora blowing Vince. It's like, hey Vince, what do I get? Nothing. Now leave. You get the 24/7 championship.
NDA and leave.
Oh God. All right, that's all Maurice's questions. Thank you, Maurice. Now we're on to CM Goof. All right. If Jimmy cracks corn and nobody cares, why does he keep doing it?
He wants somebody to eventually care.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, like you need somebody to care. He needs somebody to know that he matters. Is Keith Lee basically just a grown-up Cleveland Brown Jr.?
That's good. That's good.
Hey, Swerve.
Oh
with the AEW Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, I know, son. But you know, we got to get in that gym. We got to let you cut a little bit of that weight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Next question: should workers in retail and food service have their own form of a purge and just be allowed to be complete assholes to customers for 1 week a month with no repercussions legally, professionally, or personally? Yes.
I think I would love that. I think Morgan would love that. I think Logan would love that too. I think that work out.
It just be
customer upside the face.
It just be you saying, if you could take a dick, you could take a joke.
That's right. If you could take a dick, you could take a joke. And a super kick to the chest. Come here. Bang.
Bitch, I'm on my break. What the fuck you want?
Sir,
next.
I was wondering if you could help me out with pushing this car. Bitch, you can push your own goddamn car. Get the fuck out of my face.
Bitch, you can push these nuts.
You can push this dick in your ass. No.
You're just gonna get on the intercom. Attention, all Walmart shoppers. Can the big booty white bitches meet me at lane 3?
You better have a twerking contest. Pop, lock, and drop that ass on my dick.
It's like, why are the lines long? Well, RJ decided to have a twerking contest in aisle 3. I don't know why, but he just is.
That's right. Whoever can drop it low the quickest is the winner.
It's like we're out of water. It's like we're out of water, people, because RJ decided to have a twerking contest on aisle 3.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I like my girls like Arn Anderson and Vince likes the dudes all wet.
They're not wet enough.
Gotta spray them down just a little bit more.
Like, oh my God, it's Arn Anderson. What's Arn Anderson doing in Walmart?
With the goddamn polo shirt on, all tucked in the khakis.
It's like, what do you think? What do you think, Arn? Not wet enough.
Not wet enough. She didn't bounce that left cheek. You know, she didn't bounce it high enough.
You gotta pop that pussy on the ground, Leanna.
Let the ground know how much that pussy's worth.
Come on, I need to see you want it. You gotta want that. You gotta want that twerking contest.
That twerking heavyweight championship. You gotta really work hard for it. God damn it!
Like, I haven't seen this much dedication since Dolph. No one can get that wet. Next question. How accurate is the following quote from the late, great Playboy Gary Hart? I know Texas, and I know there ain't nothing good that's ever come from the filthy, white trash honky state of Texas. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. Damn, man. That's pretty brutal, isn't it?
I mean, it depends on where you go in Texas, but I'm gonna say maybe. Next question. Why does nobody ever talk about reference Eddie Guerrero clearly being on HGH steroids during his second quote-unquote clean and sober run in WWE towards the end of his life and career? Everybody seems to willfully ignore the fact that when talking to him. I mean, I think everybody kind of knew that, because, I mean, when you look at Eddie had that fucking big-ass anaconda vein, like, going down his arm. Like, we all saw that.
Yeah, he did.
Like, it was as clear as day, so... Like, Eddie was sober, quote-unquote, from alcohol, but, like, you know, that guy was on shit. I mean, he died of heart disease? Was that the diagnosis, that it was heart disease that he died from?
Something going on with his heart there. And you'd like to think that steroids or whatever he was on contribute to that, because holy shit. Eddie Guerrero was bigger than a motherfucker back in 2005, man.
And Eddie was
weird. And he was, and if you remember, and I know it kind of went alongside of him being a heel, but he was using the lasso from El Paso to really tap out guys a whole lot back then, around that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing the frog splash as much anymore.
Oh, man. That sucks. It sucks to think of Eddie that way, but, you know, it was the truth.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Well, I mean, in the Dark Side of the Ring doc, you know, Chavo had mentioned that, you know, Eddie, that he mentioned a lot of people were telling him about Eddie, that Eddie would, like, he'd be having a conversation, and all of a sudden he would just, like, kind of nod off during the conversation. He would just perk back up. Mm. So, when, you know, Kurt Angle talked about how, like, Eddie would show up to TV and he'd be white as a ghost. Yeah. And as soon as he would go out in front of the fans. As soon as that red light went on, all of a sudden he had all his energy. So
Eddie Guerrero was a goddamn vampire.
Ole vato.
With reverse effects.
Jesus Christ! Oh God! Oh, I don't want. Yeah, I don't. It sucks to think Eddie that way, but it was unfortunate. You know, if he had gotten some help, I mean, if he had gotten some help and told somebody that something was wrong with them, we probably could still have Eddie today.
Hey, Drew, I got one thing to tell you.
Huh?
I am your puppy.
Ole, I'm your papi, I'm your daddy, I say.
Yeah. Eddie Guerrero.
Get on your knees and beg for me, Ray. That's what he said in a promo.
I know. That whole storyline was just uncomfortable.
Like I remember trying to explain that to a friend. It's like, yeah, the they're gonna have a ladder match. It's like, is it for a title? Well, no, it's for the custody of Ray's son Dominic, who apparently Eddie is the biological father of. And he's like, what?
Yeah, that was a weird one.
But R.I.P. Eddie, we miss you. Let's see. What's it like living on the sun, Texas? It sucks. It's fucking hot.
Oh God.
It's even hot like in the evenings. Like thank God we have central air. Like, thank God. But as soon as you open the door outside, it's like poof, all this fucking hot air is hitting you. So.
Oh, I'm melting.
But I mean, I wouldn't want to live like in the east because I don't know if I can take all that fucking cold ass weather. So
fucking South Carolina is worse.
I bet. I imagine.
Just because we get out of work, god damn, man, it's hot as shit. Yeah, but a motherfucker out here trying to take his clothes off, man. Like, holy shit. I don't even make it to the parking lot before I take my damn vest off my shirt.
Damn. Let's see. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill.
No.
Serena De Laurentiis, Taya Valkyrie, or Athena?
You said Serena D, Taya Valkyrie, and Athena?
No, Selena De Laurentiis.
Oh, Selena. Oh, my God. Whoa.
Oh, God.
I'd fuck Selena De Laurentiis, marry Taya Valkyrie, and kill Athena.
I'm probably with you on that. I'm probably with you on that.
Me? I can't listen to her talk. Her talking would turn me off more than anything.
Hey, RJ!
Oh, fuck no. Get the fuck out of here. You got to go.
I just imagine you. Ah, fuck. Fuck out of here, bitch.
Get the fuck out of here. Wait, it's Tyler Valkyrie. The reason why I keep her around, because I know she'll whip some ass. If anybody try to fuck with us, we fighting together. So, you know, I fucks with that heavy. And Selena De Laurentiis.
All right, last question.
Man, oh man.
Last question. Let's see. Have you submitted an application to attempt to become a maximum male model yet? MMM is seeking applications to join the world-renowned modeling agency.
That's right. I submitted in my application. It was accepted. You know, Max Stu said that I'll be making my debut next week as Raquel. So, there we go. I got my spot. My dreams have finally came true. Raquel will be on SmackDown. Yes.
Like, I don't know. I like the gimmick. I don't have a problem with it.
Oh my god.
I just like how he stands gimmick. I just like how he stands like really fucking close to Adam Pearce.
Yeah, I don't mind the gimmick either, man. Like, it wasn't as funny this past week because Pat McAfee wasn't on there, and just having Baron Corbin and Corey Graves out there, it's like, yeah, nah. But Pat McAfee sells me on that shit. Him and Mike Cole together, so. But yeah, I thought the shit was funny. Mansoor coming out there. Mansoor's killing those poses. I'm not gonna lie, man. He's killing the fucking poses.
I mean, we talked about this. Like, characters are what get over. Like, Mansoor was not going to get over being, I'm from India or where's he from? Saudi Arabia.
Arabia.
Like, I'm from Saudi Arabia and I'm undefeated. It's like, no one cares, and
nobody gives a shit.
Vince likes characters. I know, like the Cornettes are going to be like, he's a serious wrestler. He deserves to get over by being a serious athlete. It's like, I'm sorry, Jim. That doesn't get over.
That works in Ring of Honor, not in WWE, not the big time. Sorry.
And then he's trying to do the whole, I feel sorry for LA Knight because he's a good worker and he's a great talker and he's in great shape. And it's like LA Knight's also like almost 40, so he's not going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He's not even going to main event like Backlash. But obviously they like the guy and they want to have him be a part of the show in some aspects. So he's going to be a fucking mouthpiece. I mean, to be honest,
and
I would.
Words, he will wrestle.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I wanted to see him wrestle because, I was under the yoke of like, okay, this guy has a good physique and he can talk and he's an okay wrestler. So Vince is gonna love, two out of the three of those things. And it's
Just
gonna
like
be.
I was underneath the belief if Adam Cole was gonna be the manager for Keith Lee or whatever the fuck, he was gonna wrestle too. Just not the pace that everybody would have loved him to wrestle, but yeah, he was going to wrestle too.
I don't know,
if you think Vince is going to have a body that's more than capable to bump and not have him bump, he's not going to put that out there. Come on. So yeah, those guys are going to be taking bumps. They will be wrestling. Well, LA Knight, Max Dupree, he will be wrestling. Trust me.
Yeah, I hope so, but I'm pretty sure he will. Yeah, it's all the questions. That's all the questions we have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all the questions.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we got finished early tonight. Is there anything else you want to bring up, or do you want to call it a night?
So about Shotzi's outfit last week.
Oh damn.
I don't know nothing about nothing. Marseille and Mansoir. It's fucking great. See, I mean, if I'm able to laugh at something, I mean, they're doing something.
But it's a goddamn embarrassment to the wrestling business.
Lighten the fuck up, Cornette. Lighten the fuck up. Come on, man.
It's embarrassing. I feel bad for him.
That's why Ring of Honor drew less when you were in charge.
Jesus Christ.
Tried to push. Jim Cornette tried to push QT Marshall. And he admits this too, by the way.
Oh, God. The most useless piece of shit.
What did Solo Monster say?
I don't know. What did you say? What did he say?
Earl said that Solo Monster said the same thing.
Kyle, what would Drew's maximum male model name be?
Doesn't like the modeling gimmick. So I'm pretty sure Solo Monster loved fucking Tyler Breeze too. Come on, man.
It would my name would.
That's one thing that pisses me off too, right? Because a lot of people are fans of Tyler Breeze, right? But what was Tyler Breeze? Tyler Breeze is a fucking male model too.
Yeah, and it was
one of the porno music. Come on.
Yeah, and it was fucking interesting. It was good. I like the fucking selfie stick, and my maximum male model name would be Drew Yarï. It would be DRU with the little thingy over the U, and it would just be Yarï.
Yarï.
The E is silent.
if Drew wanted to go French with it, Yarï.
And it would just be me standing over a sunset, wearing sunglasses, and I'm just talking about the most absurd things.
With a tight T-shirt on. You gotta wear the knee high fucking khakis with your shirt with a tight like medium t-shirt tucked in.
Drop the Drew. Just one word. Yarï. Yarï. It would just be me with like really beautiful women, and I'm not even acknowledging them. Do you ever wonder what the point of life is other than beautiful women and money and fame? I just wish I can give all that up for one moment in the sunset.
You want to know what that translates to? What, Drew? Y'all ain't shit. Get away from me. Oh, man. Yeah, come on. I think people are being ridiculous with this, and people who are so quote unquote historians and shit like that. They were fans of Rick the Model Martel, even though Rick, he was a little bit of a serious wrestler before he became the model. And then people loved Tyler Breeze, but they hate this, and it's just like, okay, like what the fuck? And Tyler Breeze was as feminine as you can get. Yeah, go back and watch some of his earlier run, his first run in NXT, but he was still rocking the ponytail and everything like that. Don't touch my face. Nobody touches my face ever. Nobody photobombs me. Go back and watch all that. And then those same people who loved and praised that gimmick in its original incarnation have a problem with this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on. Go sit on your ass somewhere. Come on.
Yeah, just people like to remember the business a lot different than it was. I mean, I forget who's saying this. XX is saying, Shawn Michaels was basically a male stripper. I mean,
yeah, he was. Yeah,
he's not far off.
That theme music. Oh my god.
I mean, it's cringe, but we still enjoy it for some reason.
Exactly, and we still sing that fucking song still to the day.
Seeing Shawn come out dancing badly, which was the point, but we like to remember things differently.
Buff Bagwell. American males. I got beat by two gay guys. We said that on Impact.
Did you see Buff talk about the whole situation with what you were mentioning on the Yeah, I seen that. Buff got to do a better job of who he's got to keep a better tab of who he hires to handle his business. Yeah, he even said the same thing. Hire some bumblefuck guy to fucking handle all that stuff for you, man. It's not going to work out, man. Yeah, he even said the same thing. He's like, I got to hire better people. Yeah. So. Or don't fit yourself. Something. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. If Max still doesn't get his money back or something like that, yeah, we're definitely still raising hell. So, Mac is a good guy. The hard-working family man, and he's very passionate, and he loves wrestling, and he loves tag team wrestling, more specifically. So, getting that championship, getting that classic WCW championship, the prospect of that whole idea was everything to him. And to not get the money back, to have ceasing conversations about what you can do, like that was just that was too much. It was too much. And something had to be done, something had to be said, and he said what he did. He said what he had to, and we are where we are right now. But I'm glad Buff did take the time out to address it, because it was something that needed to be addressed. But now we need to figure out what the hell we're going to do about fixing this whole problem. I mean, hopefully it does get fixed. I mean, that's the important part. I mean, whether he gets his money back or if he gets the title, or both. Yeah. Yeah. Either would be good. Yeah, either would be good. That's all my friend wants, man. He wants his money back or he wants the title. I want the title, goddammit. American Males did suck, but that theme song was just... It's one of those things that's so bad it's good. You know American Males. You know what your friend... God. I mean, if your friend really wants a title, you know what he could do. What? He just has to go to Jacksonville. And walk in on a Brit doing her job. Anyways, on that note, that is the show, guys. Thank you to everybody that submitted questions. Like I mentioned earlier, Sean Kenter will actually be making me a thing for the questions tab, channel, whatever you want to call it. So it makes it 1,000. It makes it 1,000 times easier to submit questions and also to read questions. But thank you to RJ for coming on, man. Tell people where they can find you.
Find me on Twitter at LowRJUnlimited, where all things have no limits on my page. If you're negative Nancy, if you're a sensitive Bob, do not follow me on Twitter.
Sensitive
but if you
Bob.
aren't, come on, join the madness and follow your boy.
Ooh, yeah, the madness, brother.
Open your mouth, I'm gonna come in it.
Come on, Stephanie. What?
She had no chance in hell in surviving that blast from the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Ticket.
Ooh, yeah. Jesus Christ. You know where to find me. Drew Yarï. Twitter, Instagram. I have a Facebook page. I also have a Patreon page, which me and RJ do a show on there. We just did one over the weekend, so look for that.
Right.
It's $5 a month. I'll get you shows like I'm doing with RJ. It'll get you a show that I just did with Jeff Littman, which we just did a special preview for yesterday. So hopefully that entices you to drop a couple buckaroos our way. And also do a show with Ruben.
And you're going to make Kevin Castle go crazy.
I'm not negative, but I'm a Nancy. I'm under Kevin's bed. Ugh.
Oh, good Lord.
Ugh. Not sure what to be. I'm not sure how to feel about that. And as far as the regular show goes, it's every Wednesday. I'm debating if I should stick to 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock seems better. Drew is under the bed. Oh. It's just me coming out with my sunglasses. Yarï. Thanks, XX. But I got sidetracked. I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. I'm debating on whether keeping the show at 9 or 8. I think 8 o'clock shows are better. Because you can get done a lot earlier. So I might just stick it to just 8 p.m. Central Time. So, who knows? And, yeah, that's it. I mean, I'll be back next week, same time, same channel. And that is everything. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Goodbye, good night.
Goodbye, good night. Take care. Do whatever you want. And, I don't know, peace.
Suck a big.
Good dick. Peace out.
American males, American males, American males, American males, American males, American males, American males. When you say that I'm coming, better run for cover. Girls, you don't need a weekend lover. American males. If they want to talk to you, you better not.